Hey, yo, King Fight News. Anthony Joshua wants to talk about Deontay Wilder as a potential next fight. But let's be real. These guys ain't fighting anytime soon. And we'll be lucky to get this fight in 2019. So this is my blueprint. This is how we can make this fucking fight happen. And the only issue is the UK fans, they need to chip in, man. More on this. Let's get it. Now, I'm going to be 100% real. The only reason why Anthony Joshua is able to blatantly duck this man, Deontay Wilder, and to be able to say things in the public like, oh, I'm not going to be rushed. My career will not be rushed. I'm going to fight Wilder when I'm ready. If it's 2020, it's 2020. This is the kind of shit he's been saying. He said that shit. He also said he didn't want no smoke when Wilder wanted to go face-to-face in Cardiff. We all know that. And Anthony Joshua right now is bringing up Deontay Wilder's name out of nowhere. The man ain't fighting you. The man's not in negotiations to fight you. The man's trying to fight the lineal champion Tyson Fury, yet you want to bring up Deontay Wilder's name. He didn't bring up yours, but yet you're going to bring up his name. Okay. Do you want that fucking fight, AJ? Because if you want that fight in April, why don't you go ahead and tell Eddie Hearn? Or why don't you say it yourself, I will not be fighting no bitch-ass Dillian White. I will not be fighting no Jarrell Miller. And you might as well get rid of that WBO title if you want to fight Deontay Wilder. Because it looks like, or you better ask for a fucking exemption. Something that Eddie Hearn failed to do several times. Several fucking times when it came to that WBA situation, Eddie Hearn did not file no exemption to try and make a Deontay Wilder fight happening. That's why we have Alexander Povetkin versus Anthony Joshua right here. You guys understand that, right? No exemption means the sanctioning body will enforce their fucking mandatories. You get that? But let's get to the real meat and bones, man. Because at this rate, we're not going to see this fight in another fucking... We're actually not going to see this fight until late. If we're lucky, we might be able to see it in late 2019. But I really think the pressure needs to get... We need to double up on the pressure. And the UK fans, they need to speak up. They're the guys that are protecting Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. And that whole fucking protection team really needs to stop. That whole thing needs to be put to bed. I mean, it's over. The first round, that first saga of negotiations is over. Eddie Hearn clearly fucked that whole situation up. He had the WBA bail him out of jail and shit. Because that fight was too close to come into fruition. And to be honest, the UK fan, they need to start a boycott on Anthony Joshua. They need... I mean, all of this is assuming they want to see this fight happen. All of this is assuming they want to see that fight as much as we want to see this fight. Right here. Because if you don't want to see Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, then they're going to keep doing what they're doing. They're going to keep protecting AJ. They're going to keep throwing in the roadblocks, Dillian Whites, Dominic Brazils. At some point, Jarrell Miller might work his way up to be a roadblock for Anthony Joshua. Or he might be a future opponent for Anthony Joshua. I mean, that's just facts. So, are we going to, are you fake ass UK fans, or are you really Joshua fans? Are you going to sit there? Are you going to sit? I mean, because I call you a fake ass UK fan, because I know them hardcore UK fans, they're boxing fans. They're die-hard fucking boxing fans, and they will travel across the globe to support their fighter. But there's this new breed of fucking boxing fans out here that just happen to be Anthony Joshua fans. And those are the biggest hoes I've ever seen. Those are just the biggest hoes I've ever seen for this dude, man. For real. So I don't know what the fuck happened with boxing. I don't know where these fans came from. But they're breeding. They're breeding fucking more fake ass fans every fucking day. And it's not, this shit's not good, man. This shit's not good. And they are allowing the ducking to continue in this great sport here. So it needs to change, man. The real boxing fans out in the UK need to step up, voice their displeasure. You know, they need to unite against this bullshit that continues with matchroom sport. Whether it's in the UK, whether it's in Chicago. I mean, you know Eddie Hearn always gets that heat when the second he steps on American soil. You know, he's going to get that heat. He's going to get it. But y'all got to give it to him over there, man. Y'all got to make him feel uncomfortable in his own goddamn shoes, in his own goddamn rented out venue or whatever the fuck, man. That's where he's got to feel that heat. He's at home. Once he starts feeling that heat, he's going to be like, holy shit, man. And the second you stop buying those tickets, the second you stop buying the pay-per-views for Anthony Joshua, you're going to hit Eddie Hearn's wallet. And that's when he's going to fucking wake up and say, oh shit, man. These fans ain't fucking around anymore. They ain't buying what we're selling anymore. And then things may quickly change. Right? The fights might get better. Suddenly, especially if Deontay Wilder, if he beats Tyson Fury, I think that's a great win for him. And that only allows himself to make way more money than he was offered initially. Eddie Hearn doesn't want to give Deontay Wilder more money. We already know this. So, I mean, the onus has to be on Anthony Joshua, who's supposed to be the boss in the whole situation. He needs to be the guy to make a stand. That's why the pressure needs to go on AJ. Because Eddie Hearn will be there to take the pressure. But the second you call the fighter a coward, the second you put all that blame on Anthony Joshua, that's when Joshua's going to start feeling like, hey, shit, man. They really think I'm a hoe out here. They really think I don't want this fight. You know, when you get him in that state, he's going to have to save his credibility because otherwise he won't have any. You know, he's nearly lost all respect. I think a lot of UK fans are waking up to this, and it's pretty damn clear. Ain't nobody care about this dude in the US. Ain't nobody really care about this dude in the US. So, I mean, this is a situation we're in. The biggest fight in boxing is being stalled out. It's being held out by this gigantic fucking coward who said he could eat Deontay Wilder for breakfast. Yeah, he said Wilder's too small for him. What happened to all that tough talk, huh? What happened to all that bullshit? Well, you already know, man. E-King Fight News, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Anthony Joshua. I want to see this guy step up and make a fucking fight happen, man. It's not nothing to do with fucking Alexander Povetkin. That's a good little warm-up fight for him. That's another small guy he can beat up on. That's really what it is. I mean, yeah, Povetkin took out David Price, but David Price is David Price ain't shit, man. Dude lost to Tony Thompson fucking twice. David Price really ain't shit. Alexander Povetkin, man, this dude's getting beat up by Daniel Dubois, man. I'm sitting here, I want to pick Alexander Povetkin, but I just know Josh was going to have his way with him. He's going to bully him around the ring. He's going to I have a feeling Josh was going to try and pull some Vladimir Klitschko tactics. Lean up all over him. And the second he has him in the right distance, he's going to smash him with a right hand. It might be all over. So E-King Fight News, man. That's brief thoughts on what I think about that Povetkin fight. And I really think it's not a mismatch, but it's not. I don't see that as a competitive fight going on for 12 rounds. I see that as a good stylistic matchup for Joshua to get a KO. Looking at how Povetkin looks after sparring Daniel Dubois, I'm kind of, I kind of have to take a step back and see that, maybe Povetkin isn't the same guy that, like, he really isn't the same guy that fought Klitschko in the first fight. And I don't know if he's really an elite fighter anymore. So, and he's got no enhancement powers anymore. So it is what it is. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. And that's my blueprint to make this fight happen. The UK fans need to step up their pressure on AJ and Eddie Hearn and make a serious push for this fight. Otherwise, it's not going to happen until 2020, guys. That's just facts, man. So let me know what you guys